I'm dressed up because Lorinda, my good makeup artist friend, gifted me a makeup look for my birthday, and we were actually going to do it on the day of my birthday, but I ran out of time between getting ready for the Zoom, and I actually have bought two dresses for that photo shoot. I bought this dress, and I bought that black and silver sequin dress to do the photo shoot in. So I was actually supposed to take professional photos in this dress too, but actually on the day of the photo shoot, again, there wasn't a lot of places to change. It was just really dramatic, blah, blah. So we just did the one dress, which I'm so happy with all the photos I got from that dress. So again, shout out to Alanis for that. But anyway, so I only got to wear this dress on my birthday Zoom, and this is all everybody can see of it because this is all you can see was the birthday Zoom. I did stand up at one point, but so I was like, oh, okay, so let's do the makeup look, and then I'll take pictures with this dress so I can actually have this look captured for turning 37 this year. Thank you, whoever said I look amazing. I on here, it's not telling me your name yet. I won't be able to see that name until after. So I went today to get my makeup done, and Lorinda's doing some cool things in her cosmetology school. She's so she wants to try airbrushing and stuff on me. So this is actually an airbrush foundation, which I actually really like the airbrushing. I mean, I really thought it was like overhyped a little bit, but I really like how it went on. It was very smooth, clear. It had a nice, cool effect on it. It's like sometimes brush foundations. Oh, hey, Carla. Hey, girl. Sorry, yeah, it won't tell me who was on there. Thanks, girl. Sometimes like the brushes and stuff can like irritate your skin. So the airbrushing was just so nice and smooth. So yeah, this is an airbrushed face. Shout out to Lorinda for this. And she gave me blue eyeshadow. Y'all know I love my blue. So super excited about that. So yeah, that's all I did. I went and got my makeup done at 1 o'clock, and then I came back and did a photo shoot. And by doing a photo shoot, I mean, I did it with my tripod. It's not going to be anywhere near anything nice that Alanis did for me with the actual photo shoot in the dress. I just wanted to have one photo standing up in this dress, a couple photos with the crown and the makeup. So that is why I'm dressed up like this. So life updates. What I was saying the last time was that I just enrolled into the Interior Design Institute for going back to school for interior design versus paying $90,000 for a program. Like the cheapest one I found was like the Art Institute, and that was like $90,000. And I was like, maybe not. Because my thing is like, I paid a lot of money to go to school the first time in engineering, and I really don't feel like having more debt to go back to school again for another 2 or 4 years. And I was like, $90,000. And that was just a 2-year, that was like the 2-year associate's program. So I found the Interior Design Institute had a lot of great ratings. It's actually done by interior designers all across the world. And Darren Palmer, he does the masterclass part of it. And it was like a little bit over $1,000, and it's about a year program. And I was like, a little over $1,000 for a year, or $90,000 worth of debt to go back to school for 2 or 4 years and still be like waiting a long time to get started in my interior design career. No brainer to me. But I'm not knocking 4-year interior design degrees. If I was in high school and I was graduating and going to school for the first time, I definitely would do it. Because, that's I just don't want to have another years of school loans to pay back. Like, no, I already did that. I don't want to do it again. So I got a little discount on the program too, because if you bought it before December 31st, 2020, you got a little discount. And I did the master version as well, which gives me the master modules and videos by Darren Palmer. So it's been really great. It also allows me to dabble into interior design without spending a whole lot of money on it, because I like it. And I just don't know. I've never been an interior designer before. So I don't want to spend $90K on a program and then get out and decide, I don't want to do interior design either. So I like this option of doing the cheaper. It's still quality education. It's just way more affordable. So I love it. And you do it at your own pace. So that works. As far as me at the Container Store, I'm doing pretty good there. They tell me I'm doing a good job. I would like to keep moving up there, but there's like a problem with hours, because like the more you move up, the more hours they expect you to do, especially if you become full-time or whatever. And I can't give those hours because I won't have time to study. And like, I barely have energy and stuff to study for school now. And so I'm not 100% like ready to be like, I just want to do retail full-time for the rest of my life. And there is a good chance I might end up in retail, because if I become an interior designer, like I was thinking, it'd be really cool to be an interior designer for IKEA or something like that. That'd be really cool. But right now, I think I just want to see where the interior design goes. So, but I really love learning and moving fast at the Container Store. So tomorrow I start closet design. If you've ever been to the Container Store, you know that they do custom closet designs for free, but not everybody who works there can do it. You have to actually be trained to be a closet designer. And I told them that when I got hired on. And so now we're moving forward with getting me my training. So I'm a sales floor rep. I know the register. I can do order processing for the most part. And now I'll be learning closets. I feel like I'm just learning a lot of the store, and that makes me happy to just keep progressing and learning new things. So I get bored really easily. So I just like to keep moving. So yeah, so tomorrow I'll be there at 7 a.m. in the morning. 7 to 11 is our training, and I'll work 11 to 3. So come visit me if you're in the Galleria area. Come to the Container Store. It's probably going to be a few weeks before I'm actually at the custom closet station to do designs or anything, but still come in and I can hook you up with one of the other designers to do a design for you. Let's see. What have I done financially? Okay, I traded in my Lexus. That bill was high, and I traded it in for a Toyota CHR. So I dropped my car payment by like $400. Woo! And not only did it drop my car payment, it dropped my car insurance also by like 50, 60 something bucks. So woo again. I stopped paying for streaming services I never watched because I never thought about it before. I would pay for all of them and then just never watch it and just let the money go flying out of my account. And I'm like, why am I paying for this? I'm not watching this. So I got rid of Hulu. I would only watch Hulu every now and then, like for Golden Girls or something else. Forget, like a documentary. And I'm like, it's not worth it. So now I'm only paying for like Disney Plus and Netflix. And if there's anything else I really want to watch, I'm just going to get it through Amazon Prime and just do like a one-time pay. So I cut back on that cost. I'm really concerned about my lights, what my lights are doing. I don't leave lights on anymore. I try to cut back on my electric bill. And let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Just changing my lifestyle. Like I used to just like order Uber Eats. I mean, I'm not even going to kid. Sometimes I order Uber Eats multiple times in one day. Like I would have it for lunch and then I have it for dinner because I was just like, I still don't feel like cooking. And if you think about the fees and stuff and, you know, it adds up. But I never thought about it. And so now I'm just like, okay, maybe just like one treat a week, not every day. And then I'm trying to do better with cooking and losing weight. So yeah, I also joined a Biggest Loser group on Facebook. I'm not really concerned about winning the competition. I mean, I like to win, but I'm really more focused on the fact that I am doing something about my health and trying to live a better lifestyle and being surrounded by other people who are also working to have a better lifestyle. Because I started at the Container Store, I was 236 pounds. Now I'm 218 today. I'm 218. But let me tell you, at the beginning of 2020, I was 206 pounds. I was 6 pounds away from my first major goal of 200 pounds, of getting out of the 200 club. And then quarantine hit, COVID hit, and then I ballooned all the way back up to 240. And I just kept ballooning. I was sleeping on the couch, eating, stuff in my face, not going anywhere because there was nowhere to go. I was comfort food eating and ballooned right back up. It was so fast. And now working in retail, I am back to 218. So at least I'm under the 220 mark, which was my first goal in 2019, to 220 to 200. So I've at least already breached that first goal of 220. But still, my goal is to just retail. I get like 18,000 steps a shift. I'm burning like almost 3,000 calories every time I work. So it's pretty awesome. It got me motivated, got me moving. But since I get so much cardio in retail, whenever I have days off, I really want to focus on doing ab work or lifting weights because I take acid reflux medicine. I think it's really starting to have an effect on my bones and my muscles and things. Because that's one of the reasons I tell you not to take it long term. But unfortunately, I'm one of those people that are going to have to keep taking it long term. So I want to do something else to, so so I don't have atrophy. Like, when astronauts go to space and stuff and they don't have gravity, so their stuff starts to atrophy. Anyway, so I've also been getting a lot of offers from engineering. Okay, I say a lot, but I don't mean it's not like 50 offered or anything. I'm just saying I keep getting contacted by people wanting me to come back in engineering. We've got this opportunity. I really think you'd be a good fit. They're really interested in you. Then we sent them your resume. I thought I had pulled my resume, but somehow, I don't know. And it's very interesting. It's sometimes tempting because I'm like, ooh, engineering money, then I don't really care about the car thing, but I just could go back to like not having to worry about every dollar and where every dollar is going. But every time I think about it, I'm just like, I don't want to. It's like I think about the work I was doing. And then I think the only way I'd go back into engineering is if it was something cool, like being a material science engineer for NASA, like trying to figure out materials that would last in space, or if I got to work for a beauty industry. And I watched the food that built America as well. That kind of made me think about being a chemical engineer in the food industry. Just anything that's not oil and gas, that would probably be the only way to get me back into engineering. I've also been looking up some other jobs as well, just for supplemental income, because I do the Uber, but sometimes I'm so tired from retail that I can't do Uber because I'm just exhausted. I'm physically exhausted and I don't want to be driving around. So I've been looking at some creative project manager jobs, social media jobs. I haven't applied to anything yet. I'm just kind of looking and seeing what that would be, looking for something that's part-time and remote, so I still have time to do school. So yeah, I think that's pretty much on my updates. I got the vaccine. I got the Moderna vaccine part 1 a few days after my birthday. And I'm scheduled for the second dose on the 19th of this month, of March, well, next month of March, because I keep forgetting tomorrow's the last day of February. And then, yeah, I should be good. I'm feeling a little bit better about COVID. I don't think like I'm immune or like I'm magically cured or I'm magically never going to get it. The vaccine was something that was going to help with my anxiety a little bit about it, to be less, not that I'm going to be less cautious. I'm still wearing my mask everywhere. But just like have some like peace, hopefully thinking that with the vaccine, if I do get COVID, I have a higher chance of survival. And that's kind of what's helping me like be a little bit more calm about the whole COVID situation in general. And how I qualify for the vaccine, you may be wondering. Well, I went to Walmart.com immunizations, and one of the qualifications is being overweight. Unfortunately, I'm still overweight, and that is actually a big risk for COVID. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but whenever you see a lot of the people who have died from COVID, a lot of them were overweight. And I'm not going to say that's the only reason they died from COVID, because skinny and healthy people have died as well. But I'm just saying a big risk factor for breathing and your heart already is being overweight. So it was one of the ways I qualified for getting the vaccines. I checked that mark, and I was able to get the vaccine. So Walmart.com, Walmart's in Houston, I know, are giving out the vaccine. I don't know about Walmart's all across the nation, but it may be something you want to check into. Let's see. Other than that, I think that's it. The girls are doing good. Chanel's going in for her vaccines on Wednesday, and I got them their expensive food again today. $60 for bag of food. And I swear they go through it. I'd be like, didn't I just spend $60 last week? Why am I buying another bag of this expensive food? But, you know, you do whatever you can for your baby dolls. They're like my children. And also just a shout out to, Houston. Love you guys. Texas in general. We had a rough week. I feel like I've had really interesting experiences since I've lived here in Houston. Harvey, just things, natural disaster type things, and that I didn't experience in Pennsylvania. And I'm just so happy that God brought through my friends down here. A lot of them went through it. A lot of people didn't have power for 60-something hours, which is so ridiculous. So I'm just happy that everybody's okay. Definitely praying for the families of anyone who was a victim, whether it was because they froze or because they were just trying to find some way to get warm, or they skidded on the ice. Just so many things. They think it was about 80 deaths or something as a result of what happened during that winter storm. And that's just so sad. I feel like it all could have been prevented if we had actual leadership in this state. So yeah, that's a whole nother topic. And I do want to keep doing the Shasie's World Lives. Like I said, I'm so exhausted sometimes from work, I just don't do them. But I do have 2 makeup artists I want to bring on soon. I have a whole slew of people I want to bring on. I just, need to find energy to do it. So, oh, look, can you guys see Coco's eyes in the back? I didn't know she'd be on the second broadcast, but she's on my couch. I don't know if you can see her eyes. Nope, wrong way. She's over there. Can you see her eyes? Coco, you look so creepy because it's just your eyes. Like, I can't see anything else but your eyeballs. You see how, okay, she's so funny. Anyway, okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in for the second time. But basically, those are my life updates. I don't really have anything else. Well, I guess one more thing. It's September. I'm not sure what I'm doing still. My lease is up in September. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm going to try to stay here. I don't know if I'm going to move to a cheaper apartment. I don't know if I'm going to try to move back home to Pennsylvania. I just feel like that kind of is giving me stress right now because I just don't know where I'm going to be to know what I should do. And I just feel like it's a little bit of stress. I am starting to pack up things because I just feel like not only just packing it up so I do have an easier move, but also wherever I move, also just to get rid of clutter. Like working at the Container Store has really made me realize like I just have stuff on display for no reason. that I don't even use. And so I'm buying all these containers and stuff to organize stuff I don't even use regularly. So why am I spending all this money to organize stuff that just sits there and collects dust? Why am I organizing dust? And that's a little bit of what Marie Kondo was saying. She's like, only display things that you really want to use, like your books and things like that. So I have all these books out, but I don't read those books all the time. In fact, I probably haven't touched those books in years. I just look at them every now and then, like, oh, look at my Star Wars books, but I haven't read it in years. So they're going to go into a tote and go into storage for like memorabilia, maybe to pass on to future generations of our family, but they don't need to be on display. So I'm really just trying to clear out. And so when I finally get everything finished here, you know, it's on my organization before I move, kind of sucks to be in an apartment because then you're like, you spend all this time organizing and getting it ready. And if you move again, at least having a house, you hopefully plan to stay there for a while. So all the time you spend investing and organizing and getting it together, hopefully it'll last. But sometimes you're only in an apartment for a year and you spend all this time getting things organized just to be like, I'm moving to another place where this stuff may not fit. But I always just resell stuff, so I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, so when I get done organizing everything here, I will probably do a tour of my apartment, show you everything I've done since working at the Container Store. Okay, guys, well, this is the take 2 again. Thank you for listening again, and I love y'all. Talk to you soon.